Well, you'll know our next guest from the hit TV show Girlfriends and the movie Daddy's Little Girls. But she's also daughter of the legendary singer Diana Ross.
And now she's coming out to support Black girls who rock. Tracee Ellis Ross.
Did not just
yes, I did.
Girl, we did.
I had to do it. I was like, what song could I sing?
And that is fascinating. Well done. Well done.
Well, thank you. I try.
Now, Tracee, we had the creator of Black Girls Rock, Beverly Bond, here yesterday. But tell us, what is the Black Girls Rock movement?
Well, you know, I think it is a moment that we all get to take to shine light and put attention on some amazing women that don't usually get to be seen, and take that message of empowerment and owning your uniqueness and using your voice to help young teen girls remember that for themselves or know that for themselves as they go out and become, you know, our future. And the television show runs on BET. It's yearly, and it's a really fun evening that is one of those great star-spangled, you know, lots of pretty gowns and lots of amazing performances, but it's got the weight underneath it of a really important message.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is your second year being called back.
Oh, no. This is my third.
Oh, you're right. I missed the first year.
And it's actually my fourth because Regina and I did it together before it became a televised
Wow.
show. Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
So how does it feel to be wanted so much by the organization? It's been bringing so much power to the stage.
I think there's a chemistry between Regina and I that really works. We found something really naturally, really organically, and so it just works.
It looks like you guys are having a ball out there. Are you close? Are you guys close?
We have become close because of it. But do you know that we had never I don't even think we had met.
Really?
The first time we did it when it wasn't televised. And it was like the easiest chemistry. And it literally feels like we just have each other. Like, you know, you're not going to fall. And there's this ease, and it's great. And it's great. And the show is so much fun to do. I have to say, I love doing it. I get to learn about people like this year, Amina Matthews, a community activist in Chicago. I had no idea who she was. You get to hear things about people that you know, but you don't know that side of them. You know, Queen Latifah, I remember Janelle Monáe last year. The story that she told in her speech was so moving. So explaining why she wears black and white. So, you know, you learn a lot of new things.
Yeah, I was very inspired. I went to the filming the other night, and I was so inspired being there in the audience and hearing all the great stories. Yes, and it was a rock show. You had so many performances.
The performances, Janelle Monáe, we did our walk-off.
That was hot.
We did our walk-off. Alice Smith performed, Kelly Rowland performed.
Yes.
I mean, it was amazing. Yeah.
It was a time not to be missed.
There you go. So you know what? No one has to miss it because all they have to do is tune in.
Watch the show,
That's right.
Boom.
That's right. This Sunday, we're checking that out.
Sunday, 7 o'clock.
Now we know you're no stranger to having great rock star friends around you.
Oh,
just
really?
like, just like on your largely popular show where we fell in love with you and all of your great friends, girlfriend. Talk to me about how did Joan change your life?
Girlfriends changed my life. Yes, it did. I mean, to be that blessed, and there's no joke, to be on a show that runs for 8 years and do 173 episodes. First of all, the age that I was doing it, I grew up. I turned into a woman while I was shooting the show. I got to work that much, which changes your craft and your ability and your confidence. And I got to play a role that was just really exciting and work with amazing people, working with the other girls, with the cast of Girlfriends, Jill and Golden and Persia and Reggie and Keisha and, I mean, Khalil. Like, you know, you could go on and on. 176 episodes. We had a lot of people on the show. Kelly Rowland was on the show. That's how I met Kelly.
Everyone was on the show.
Chrisette Michelle was on the show. Sinbad was on the show. Erykah Badu was on the show. Common was on the show. I mean, you can go all the way down the list. So, yeah.
Well, why do you think it resonated so well with fans? I mean, we still watch it today in the reruns.
I think a lot of why it resonated is it was really well written. I think the show is incredibly well written. Mara created these 4 women that were all very different, all different shades of skin color, representing us in a very full way. And the stories continued to be exciting. I mean, I have to say, for me, on Tuesday nights when I would get a new script, it was like Christmas.
Wow.
You know, and I felt that way for 100 173 episodes. Wow. So I think the writing is what did it. And then I think there was, God touched our show, I swear. Like from the first moment, there was a chemistry between the four of us that you just, you either have it or you don't, and it worked with the four of us. And it's still there. I mean, we all came together.
That's what we're
Black Girls Rock.
Spoiler alert.
Yes, Mara Brock-Akil, who is the creator of Girlfriends and also The Game, and also Being Mary Jane and wrote Sparkle. She was being honored at Black Girls Rock, or is honored this year, and the cast of Girlfriends got together and will be on TV for the first time since we were on the show.
Well, that is the first time since you were on the show, but is there any hope that you all will get together for a movie, for a television
There is a ton of hope.
I mean, give me a date, darling.
Why don't you give me a date?
Right.
Tomorrow!
I think we're all game for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mara Brock-Akil was also on the show, and she recently talked about how she's ready, she's got the scripts ready, all she needs is some sponsors, so give her a call, and they will hit the road running on the show.
It takes some money to make a movie.
I understand. Well, that is the big screen.
I got 10 on it. I put $10 on it.
Look,
Yep,
I'll take it. I can double that action.
Right. Oh, you're going to do 20?
Well, yeah, I'm going to do
10 and 20.
There you go.
We got $30.
We're
So
on our way.
starting.
Kickstarter campaign starts today.
All right, Kickstarter. But now that is the big screen. That's the big screen. But speaking of the small screen, you're dominating. We have been to your website.
The really small screen.
Yes,
the tiny screen.
The tiny
screen that you can plug up to your big screen and watch it on the big screen. But
I didn't know what you were talking about.
But you on you're so, I mean, well, you're lively and personable, but you really let us into your world there. We're talking about health. We're really talking about your life and growth. What made it so important for you to open yourself up like that to us?
I don't know that it was something that was so important, but it's a natural expression for me. It's who I am as a person. And I was very weary of social media at first and the internet. Like I grew up in a very public family, so privacy is important to me, and maintaining what is sacred of one's life has always been very important to me, and the humility of that. However, when utilized in a way that's fun, I have to say social media and the internet is such a connector. And it's been a really wonderful way for me to sort of just expand on who I am naturally. I do speaking engagements and things like that, and so it's just been really fun. Between the fashion and the beauty products to the answering questions to, I don't know if you guys saw, did you see when I photobombed Kadir?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So I was on Twitter and this fabulous guy, it said, Tracee Ellis Ross hates me. And I was like, what? Did I meet some guy and was I rude? Like, what happened? So I go follow the video, and he had a dream about me that in the dream I hated him.
Oh, that's not right.
So, but he had all the lines that I said in the dream. So I wrote them all down, and I did them, and I put the two together.
No way.
I love it.
It was so fantastic. He is so adorable, and it was so much fun. But that's what I mean. There's so much fun stuff.
And I love how transparent you are, because in one of the Q&As you
I like
talked
being
about
see-through. Sometimes when I'm thin, I feel very see-through. Very see-through.
Well, let me tell you about one of the ones that I like. One of the transparent questions that you answered talked about how the things you used to not like about yourself or wanted to change about yourself actually became the best magical parts about yourself that has changed your career. What specific things were you talking about, and how have they helped you along life?
Mostly, I have a big personality. I'm gregarious. I'm bubbly. I can get loud, and that kind of thing. And growing up, it didn't always serve me in class.
Yes.
And I mean, I've come to understand that is actually my gift. My hair, I wanted to make it small and straight and slippery and all those kinds of things, and it wasn't, And my lips, I taught myself when I was young to smile and make my top lip go away.
Really?
Yeah, like this.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Right? See? And it's not very attractive, is it?
No, I like this smile better.
This is better,
natural.
right? But
Why?
It was just one of those things, it's the things like when you're growing up, you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to understand sort of how you fit in, how you connect with other people. And what you don't realize always as a teenager is that those things that actually make you different are the good things. Instead, you're trying to become everybody else. And so when I started to understand that about myself, I started to blossom, and that's when I started to gain a relationship with myself that has become an unbreakable, unshakable foundation for my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know what? I joined in on one of your, one of these because I was watching and you were talking about your birthdays coming up.
Yes.
And you put all of us on
My
a
birthday's
challenge.
coming up.
Oh wait, this was.
Hold on. My birthday's today.
Today. Happy birthday.
Where's the?
My birthday is today.
Happy birthday.
I am 41 today.
Awesome way to spend your birthday here to Rock.
I agree.
Absolutely, you rock, black girl. Well, now here's the thing. Now you issued a challenge.
The October challenge.
Yes,
Yes.
the October challenge. Now I did not quite take the challenge. I didn't do any extra working out. But you said that you wanted to get more physically fit. You worked with a trainer.
Well, okay, I work out regularly and I eat well regularly. I keep that up. I feel better when I work out. I sleep better when I work out. But I was like, you know what? Black Girls Rock's coming up. Birthday's coming up. I'm like, let's kick it up a notch. So I started with a new trainer. I don't know if you know Jeanette Jenkins.
Of
She's
course.
amazing. She's
Celebrity.
amazing.
She was at Black Girls Rock
She was
as
at Black
well.
Girls Rock. She is amazing. But she suggested that I try working out 5 days a week. I will not keep that up.
Woo.
You already know now.
No, I will not.
That's because you're honest.
I mean, for the love of goodness.
Yes.
I mean, that is a lot. And we worked out 7 in the morning, but I felt so good. And I really, I have to say that first of all, knowing I could do it, knowing that I could do the 7 o'clock in the morning, I did that so that there was never an excuse that something came up, no audition, no, I have to go do this. 7 o'clock, not much happens at that hour. My dog was still sleeping and I would leave the house. But it was really fun and it was really nice to utilize that social interaction because what I got to do is be accountable.
Right.
Wow.
So I had said I was gonna do it and by week 3 when I was like, oh, please, no, I can't.
I'm done.
I was like, oh, no, please, I have to. Right.
Wow. Well,
And so it was great.
well, that's great, and that's great that you always encourage people on your website and in life. It
Yeah.
seems like
Yeah.
self-acceptance and empowerment is a big thing that you are accustomed to, and that's one of the things you promote. Now, did you always feel like that way, or at what age did you start to come into that acceptance of yourself and who you are?
It started around when I embraced my hair. And sort of
Let's pause for that black girl moment. Yes.
When I embraced my curls.
Yes.
There a lot happened there.
What was that age? Teenage years? or-
Around 13.
13,
I didn't
okay.
quite figure it out. I started the process around 12, 13.
Okay.
And then as
What was the catalyst for that? For the embracing?
The catalyst was I got sick of how much it took to do my hair to get it to look like something that it wasn't. Going to get it blown out, all those different things. And I was an athlete, so I worked out a lot. So it became like just a lot, to get the hair blown out. It was too much.
Yes.
But I don't know that I was always, I think this sort of space of self-acceptance and that kind of stuff, and the reason that I share what I share is I've really gained a lot of tools along the way that have helped me because I've had my own struggles around accepting myself and those kinds of things. And I always feel like it's not that I know the right way, but if I can, it's like a springboard. Like maybe my idea gives you an idea, and hey, maybe you have some ideas that I need to know about that might help me. It's this like dialogue and exchange of that.
Well, besides the hair, because I know your mother has the hair as well.
Yes.
How did growing up with a famous mother, Diana Ross,
With
and
the
this
famous mother.
the Diana Ross, how did that influence your life or shape your life?
There's so many ways I wouldn't know how to begin. I mean, in the most personal way, my mother is an amazing mother, and she's a mother before she's anything else, and everything she's done in her career. I love that picture, by the way. Anything she's done in her career has been for her family and her children. So I think I really learned a sense of family and a sense of belonging and a sense of being wanted and loved, which gave me the courage to go out into the world. And I just learned so much from her work ethic. And I mean, my mother she's a very professional person, and she knows how to handle herself in business. And I watched that. I mean, God.
I read that she
begin?
would allow you guys could, if she had a meeting and you guys needed to come in and she was fixing lunches, like she was a very hands-on mother and incorporated that in her work.
First of all, my mom never left for longer than a week. She woke us up every morning for school and was there for bedtime. She recorded at night after we went to sleep, and then would still wake us up in the morning. We had dinner time every night. And those things and that sort of routine was very important. I don't know if I was articulate about what it is that what I learned, but I could go on and on.
Right.
It's like, and here's what I say, it's just the easiest way to say it. The woman, the Diana Ross that has become this icon and national treasure, and what she did for history and music and all of that and fashion is extraordinary. But who she is as a mother is so much more than even that. She's an extraordinary human being with a generosity of heart. And I mean, I have a really close family. So I'm it's my birthday today, so I'm feeling some feelings. It's hard to articulate because I'm feeling feelings. My mother gave birth to me today 41 years ago. Oh my God.
Yes.
And she doesn't look a day over 20.
And neither do you.
Exactly. So kind. My family thinks it's hysterical that when we're all together, people think that my older sister and all my other siblings are my children.
Oh,
They
stop
think
it.
it's so funny.
Never.
I swear we were going through
impossible.
I swear we were going through passport control runs, and the guy was like, "Are you the grandmother and you're the mother?" And my mom was like, "Yes."
You were like, that's not funny. You're like,
They
that's
thought
not
it
funny.
was so funny. I was like, "It's not funny."
Not to you, it wasn't.
It's just because I'm so responsible.
That's what it is.
That is
They can
correct.
see that wisdom.
Don't you see it? I have now spoken in about 15 different accents while we're having this interview.
We love it.
And
It's
then we love
insane.
them all, darling. Now, okay, so having been raised in the limelight, any advice for Blue Ivy?
First I was like, who's Blue
I know,
Ivy?
right? Oh, God.
But I got you now. Now I know who Blue Ivy is.
Other child stars.
Right.
or,
Oh my gosh.
children of famous
no,
people.
you leave that to the parents. People
Right.
raise their children however they see fit. It is hard enough being a parent. It is hard enough being on this planet. I am sure that Bay and Jay are going to do just fine. There's some amazing people.
All right. Well, what's next for you?
What's next for me?
Yes.
Well, I think obviously we want people to tune in on Sunday, and I think people should really just stick with my YouTube channel and my website and my Instagram for now. And if you do that, then you'll know when the next thing's coming, because I'll tell you.
Oh,
There we go.
You'll get the secret clue.
Oh, don't worry. You have 2 new followers.
There you
They're
go.
going to be on the site
love you.
all the time. And we'll be checking you out Sunday at 7 p.m. on BET for Black Girls Rock.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
guys.
much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. You're watching Arise Entertainment 360.